We like to see architecture as building blocks.
To build a building, you need to know what you hope to achieve and then explain it in an understandable way.
This was planned in a, as we can say, almost an African modular system. When we bought the stand, we were so excited because there was 2 beautiful trees on the stand, and we're close to the park and the birds here are amazing, so we wanted to do something in the trees. That was our initial thing, is being up here in the trees and getting the feeling of space around us. We planned it as a 3-bedroom house, and then we stripped it down to become a studio for now because we needed a studio. So we stripped it down to the essence and creating just this open, beautiful spaces to be in, and using the materials that we love. So it's wood and concrete and steel, and then the garden was one of the most important things for us, is getting the garden as part of the building. This building would not be the same if the garden wasn't here.
The building industry is full of applying one trade on top of another, and the one is supposed to fix the previous one, but they never do. So what if we go back to the idea of when you use a brick, it's a brick, and you see it, and it stays a brick for forever. Concrete or steel or whatever, and I mean, it's an honest way of building, and again in South Africa, it's the trades that are available.
We like to see architecture as building blocks. So using trades that we have in South Africa, but doing it modular, so things can be reused, taken away, and that's how we do our drawings as well. We almost do it as little steps of Lego. It's almost like following steps to the end product.
Yeah, so if we're talking about pre-manufacturing in Europe, the building's almost perfectly manufactured in a factory and then delivered with a crane and slot into place within a few days, and you've got a perfect building. And I guess in theory it's possible in South Africa, but it's going to be hugely expensive. So to find a way for a normal person with normal skills and normal trades available to actually tap into that pre-manufacturing, you have to look at what trades are available. It's the same trades that do conventional construction, but it has to be ordered in a different way. So each element's almost separated and it's allocated to a specific trade, clearly, and it's actually simplification that makes it easier to treat these things as off-site manufacturing. And the theory is it's almost a crane that puts it there, but actually it comes in small little bits and it's assembled within a defined frame. And that becomes pre-manufacturing that really works with our available trades. Construction isn't complex. You know, it's 1,000 simple things or 1,000,000 simple things. It's never one complex thing. And it's getting the sequence right in each individual component working together. So I think Grete mentioned it in the way that we as architects do construction drawings. It's normally a perfect, full, complete drawing. I mean, it's this masterpiece. You can almost frame it, and in a way, it's not relevant for contractors, because what do they do with that drawing? And as architects, what's the drawing worth if it's not able to be built? And maybe that's something that needs to revise the way we communicate our designs. A constant issue for us in site meetings and site visits is explaining information. And if we did our job better, we'll probably need to explain less.
Building process on site takes time, and building very specific buildings, I mean, can take up so much time being so specific. So this way we can almost start trades at the same time. It's not one after the other. But now we can start with everything together, so we save a lot of time, and time is money. The process is easier because the contractors kind of understand where they're going to, so it's an easier process to understand.
You know, a Lego set goes from a 2 to 6-year-old or a 6 to a 12-year-old, and for contractors we can go, look, okay, maybe this guy is a 16 to 32-year-old, and I mean, it could be complex, but it should be easy enough to understand. And we should be competent enough to explain it.
Yeah.